Hello everyone, it's Michelle with Past and Present Presents. Tonight I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to apply a UITC digital print image using Dollar Tree adhesive spray. I've already done a tutorial on the regular Mod Podge, but this one it's only 99 cents, $1.08 if you live in New York, because you know you have that 8% sales tax. What you're going to need is you're going to need your UITC Character Board. You're going to need your adhesive spray. You are going to need a piece of sandpaper, or as in my case, I have the sand block. You're going to need a squeegee. And I like to use wipes to wipe my excess glue. Okay, so, and you also need your UITC digital printout. So I'm going to be doing the scarecrow. I did one earlier. I'm waiting for it to dry. But I was doing a tutorial on this one, and guess what? My phone decided to update. Right in the middle of it. Isn't that swell? So what you want to do is you want to make sure your board is nice and clear. Then you're going to take your sand block or your sandpaper very gently, very lightly. You are going to just go over the entire center. And the reason for this is because I noticed that the newer UITC boards are a lot smoother than the older ones were. So you're going to need to actually do this step, okay? It just gives it a little better adhere, because we want our image to stick. So now this spray is, like I said, it's from the Dollar Tree. You're going to shake it really, 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 really good. Okay, and I'm going to stand up for this part. You can, if working on your work surface, you can put a piece of wax paper, parchment paper, whatever you would like underneath your board, because the spray will seep in through these holes. I just use my regular work mat, because then, like I said, I like to use the wipes. But remember, you want this as clean as you can get it. Okay? So we're just going to spray. And you see how much that sprays on there? You don't want that. You don't want what I just did, okay? You want just this little bit. Okay, then I'm going to take my center. You have your hanging hole. And so what I'm doing is, because she has a point right there in the center of her, on the top of her nose, I am going to use that as my guide. Okay, so now I just pat it down in the center. You're going to take your squeegee, and you want to be quick with this, okay? I'm doing the insides first. You see how I'm not touching my edges yet? The edges I will do for last, because I don't want any bubbles. I don't want any wrinkles. So now what I do is I get my piece of baby wipe, and now I start doing my edges. I push out, and then I go fine around the edges, just like this, okay? If I have some excess, I take it off, then I just wipe it on a dry piece, because you don't want to put a wet sponge or wet anything onto your image, because it will tear. Now when you have your images printed, print on 28-pound paper or more. I know that the UITC says 24-pound paper. Do yourself a favor and do not use 24-pound paper. 24-pound paper will tear. Okay, so you're just gonna go around. Like I said, I swoop from the in to the outside. And it says easy as that. It does not have to be difficult, but this is glue. You want to work fast. You see all these dots? These will all go away once it dries, okay? Now, before you even think of putting a top coat on, this has to dry. Do not even think of adding anything unless you let it sit for at least 24 hours or from the night to the morning. So now all I do is I take my wipe, I wipe around, I don't touch the image, but I just wipe this excess glue off. Okay, make it look nice and pretty. Okay, then what I do is I lift my board and I look to see if I have any wrinkles. I look to see if I have any hairs, any whatnot on the board. This one looks pretty good, as you can see. Nothing on it. Like I said, these will go away once our image dries. So that is pretty much it for tonight. I will add to this video if I know how and show you how to put the top coat on. Have a good night. Bye.